Hey guys, welcome back. We've just got a quick toilet break actually for one of the players in this match, so he's going to be right back. It's Abyss Westongay unbeaten 4-0 versus, what is it, Young Mechanics on the red side. They're 3-1. So Judge, both teams, they've been doing well this tournament, and one of them even unbeaten in this really brutal, a lot of high tier players in this tournament.
Yeah, certainly is a lot of high-tier players in this tournament. We've seen some amazing plays coming out in every single game that we've spectated. This one's going to be no exception to that. We've got some challenger players on the Westongay side against the Young Mechanics. Both teams, like you said, have been playing quite well in this tournament. So hopefully we see some amazing plays, something exciting coming out. Let's get rid of those boring farm to win comps like the Judge, the Lucian, Caitlyn. Let's get back to the Renekton's and Orianas.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Now, Abyss General, Abyss Strawbelia, if you actually look closely, which is really hard to do. The second L is a capital I or something like that. But anyway, they were the ones that were introducing this really fun Lucian and Caitlyn composition. I'm wondering if they'll bring it out again. They're up against two Diamond players, Abyss Westongay, that are actually unbeaten. So it's the Challenger tier players that are 3-1, and the Diamond 5 duo that's unbeaten.
Yes. So I had that mixed up there talking about that one. It's the Diamonds are doing quite well so far in this tournament. Absolutely smashing every game they've played.
Yep. And these Abyss players, now it's Abyss Strawbelia, the top lane main. Now, we were covering before a match and I was saying this player is a top lane main, but actually I was corrected by, thank you Twitch chat, was a support main that was playing the Alistair. So this is actually the top lane main. On the red side we've got Abyss Strawbelia and Abyss General.
Yes, so when we've seen Abyss Strawbella come up, that's actually been with the Abyss. The Abyss's AD carry main, who is, I can't remember his name. We saw him once in the Lucian Alley game we had, Penguin. Who was that?
Abyss Raps, are you talking about?
That's right, Raps, yes. Raps is actually Abyss's AD carry main, and that was the real Strawbella playing with Raps. This is the top laner for Abyss that we had duly pointed out to us in the Twitch chat.
Yep, so we're seeing blue team locking those one-ins. Now, the blue team's called Abyss Westongay, so I think we might just call them Westongay for this match, just to keep it clear. And they've locked in both champions Na and Caitlyn, and looking over on the red side, Judge, it's something a wee bit different.
It certainly is. We've got a Jarvan and a Lissandra. Lissandra making her first appearance in the comp coverage that we've had so far. A good pick, though. I mean, on the blue side, you've got the Na and the Caitlyn, both range champs, except for when Na goes Mega Na, who also then turns into a bruiser, going quite tanky, looking to get a lot of utility stuns out. And for Caitlyn to get a heap of damage off, whereas the red side with General on the J4, Ignite, Exhaust as well, looking to really have an all-in comp here as he jumps in with an EQ, the W for a shield, and the ult for his Cataclysm as well. And Lissandra as well, a very, very good champ at poking, but relatively short range for a caster, so she'll be looking to get in up close and personal, using her W for snares, her E for mobility, and getting a whole heap of poke out with that Q.
Yeah, and level 6 is going to be really explosive for the Abyss players, and their team name, of course, is not Abyss Westongay, it is Young Mechanics. So Young Mechanics, when they hit level 6, they've got the Jarvan Cataclysm ultimate, and they've also got all the AoE from Lissandra. That's going to be super easy to land if they can trap someone up with the Jarvan CC. But looking over on to the blue side, Westongay does have a Na with the jump, and Caitlyn has the gap closer as well, or the jump away with the net. So, I mean, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be really difficult for Abyss General and Abyss Strawbelia to actually lock these champions down when they're so long ranged.
Certainly is. They're going to have to bait out their escapes, the Na bounce and the 50 cal net from Caitlyn, and then go all in. They might be able to, a good way for Jarvan to do that is EQ to bait out both of the evades, and then Cataclysm afterwards. Of course, Caitlyn and Na are going to be waiting until the Cataclysm actually comes out before they use their escape abilities. We should really refer to them as. So It's a bit of a balance of probabilities here. I mean, the General and Strawbelia have to work out whether or not they want to be going all in, because if they go all in, burst ultimates, and Nah and Caitlyn get away, then they're going to have to wait till those ults come back off cooldown before they can really try for the kills again.
Just under 35 seconds now before we do head on to the Howling Abyss for this next match, and it's actually almost coming to a close. The at least the round robin, I guess, Swiss round structure. Judge, this is round 5 that we've got at the moment, and Westongay on the blue side versus Young Mechanics on the red side. 15 seconds, we're counting down, we're almost in. Let's look at just those summer spells real quick. My red Smashbox taking the heal, quite notable, and Abyss General, no flash, just gone exhaust, ignite.
That's right. I mean, Abyss General on a Jarvan, EQ has a relatively low cooldown for an escape ability and for an engage ability as well, so he probably doesn't feel the need for a flash in this when they're building an all-in comp, rather take the exhaust ignite, because if he really needs to escape, he can just EQ away and get a knock-up on the way out.
Yeah, definitely. Java Mechanics going to be have to be on point if he does want to do that. It's quite difficult to actually get in there and also knock up on your way out as well. But anyway, loading in with the skin battle, Lissandra, Blade Queen, and Warring Kingdoms Jarvan. Everyone's got a skin in this match, and we're on to Howling Abyss.
The Dino Nah of particular mention, one of my favourite skins in the game. He's just so cute in his little Dino onesie.
Oh, look at this double relic shield, Caitlyn and Nah.
Relic Shield, bit of a weird buy for a Caitlyn. Can't say I would pick it. I mean, you've got tank stats on that, not really giving much in terms of offensive ability, but maybe they're looking for extra procs to keep sustainability in lane. Those heals off of executing minions are really going to do them some good.
Caitlyn Trap just revealing Abyss Rebel and Abyss General there. They were looking to do a bit of a catch in the bush there, and these relic shields. Now, I think what they're going for here is maybe a CS win. They're going for the combined 100 CS. They do have 2 ranged champions against 2 rather low-ranged Jarvan and Lissandra.
That's right, they certainly do, and they'll be able to push into tower and force Jarvan and Lissandra to try and CS in close range under a tower, leaving them vulnerable to take some extra poke as well. I mean, the Relic Shield, on those procs executing those minions, they are going to get some heal back, like I said before, for some sustainability, so maybe Smashbox and DMAC are just looking to do that, just to sustain, or out-sustain Strawbella and General as much as possible. Strawbelia, I should say, stepping on a trap to clear that one, but Smashbox doesn't actually get the headshot proc off.
Yeah, so the trap doesn't actually do any damage unless my red Smashbox is able to auto attack to get that headshot proc. And we saw Abyss General and Strawbelia actually able to push in. They're shoving in with the Jarvan and the Lissandra close range wave clear. My red Smashbox and DMAC, you know, with this Nah, it's a late game pick. It's not so great in the early game. It's quite a curious one. I'm not sure why they've chosen it.
That's right, we had that mentioned in the Twitch chat as well. A lot of people not sure why the Nah has been picked again. It was picked in a previous game by DMAC, and now we're seeing it come out. And you're right, it is a late game pick. Nah needs some items before he can really do a lot of damage, or before he can tank a lot as Mega Nah. So, in this tournament we haven't had lots of long games. Most games ending before the 5-minute mark, usually around, you know, just before 4 minutes, and 2 kills come out or a tower. So we did mention that General and Strawbelia might struggle in terms of CSing and pushing the lane, but important to remember Lissandra's Q splitting off, as we just saw then with the poke on DMAC and Smashbox. It splits off after it hits the first one and actually goes a lot further than you might think. So good way to get poke, relatively cheap on mana cost, and Lissandra getting a free spell every 18 seconds. 100% worth as Jarvan goes in with an EQ but doesn't quite get Smashbox with a knock-up. Puts his shield up though, doesn't take much damage, walks away from the trade. Better off with a Q there, poking on DMAC, taking down his health by a fraction as well.
He did get the auto attack off though, so and that's quite a lot of bonus physical damage, just smashing down Smashbox's health bar a little bit. Because the strategy for Smashbox and DMAX at the moment is just to farm up these waves. They've got 26 CS to the 22 of Abyss General and Strawbelia.
They certainly do. They're looking to farm up and get a little bit of poke off where they can. General going in again, getting another EQ auto for lots of damage. Strawbelia getting the W, the E, and some poke with autos as well to win that trade. They've done well to win that trade, might I add. General getting into quite a little bit of a bind, but distracting the other team as so Strawbelia can come in and get some poke off with the WEQ.
I thought a Strawbelia might have gone in on that one. The claw was following Na perfectly there, but she didn't want to go for that one. Not going to take too many risks this game. They're just kind of poking around back and forth at the moment, and the CS lead is something to watch out for from Red Smashbox and DMAC. That's what they're going for, and it's working for them at the moment. And the poke's going back and forth, but level 6 has been hit already. Ultimate onto DMAC. He's going to be stunned up, has to flash away, but Cataclysm, it's first blood. Smashbox trying to take Abyss General down under the turret there. Takes a few shots, but it's one kill for the Abyss players.
Absolutely unreal work there. Great play from the Jarvan to secure the Gnar in, and the stuns and snares coming out of Lysandra as well. Absolutely amazing damage as well. Lysandra, one of the highest base damages for a caster on her Q, especially with the triple door and start. She's getting able to maintain a lot of mana with her passive and just get constant poke out on the enemy team.
Now, if we look back, what's happened to the CS after that, it's actually, it's not really changed all that much. I mean, there's 41 for Caitlyn and Gnar, and a total of about 30, 41 as well for Jarvan and Lysandra. So not only getting that kill, they even up the CS. And it looks like they might be able to hold on to this and not lose in a CS, but maybe even force another kill when the ultimates are back up.
It is important to see the Phage coming out on the Gnar though. He is going to start doing a lot more damage now with his auto attacks, with his third proc of his hyper passive, and especially if he goes Mega Gnar. So we'll see how this goes. I mean, the chat's saying they don't approve of the double targets because it's not worth it, but I don't know. Although they're behind, they're definitely doing well in terms of gold.
Yeah, so what Murder OC is saying is that double Targons is actually giving them double the CS for every minion they get off the Targon buff, if that little Healy tick. So that's quite an interesting one. They're building up a CS lead, but the only way they're actually doing it is because of this item purchase that they've chosen.
Right.
So they're not actually getting that extra Doran's Blade or that longsword, but in exchange they're getting a nice CS lead. It's quite an interesting strategy, niche strategy even, that they've pulled out here.
Certainly, I mean, you just see it then with that proc coming off of Smashbox, both DMAC and Smashbox picking up that CS there. I mean, interesting to see how this comp's going to go and whether or not they're going to be able to win with the CS lead here. I mean, they're down one kill. If General and Strawbelia decide to go in again and secure another, then they're definitely going to be at an advantage. Bit of debate in the chat on whether or not that's actually how the Targons works. It is how it works, right? Change that because it better reflects how much CS each person has. We've got it all in here. General going down, but the ult coming out from Strawbelia. That's two kills, and that's the game there. The Gnar kill is futile.
Doesn't matter.
Cleans
the game's
up.
over already.
GG for General and Strawbelia.
Yeah, they're just going to take that one out and kind of humble Myriad Smashbox and DMAC, who were on a 4-0 winning streak. So now both teams actually on 4-1, Abyss General and Strawbelia, getting an extra win, going 3-1 to 4-1, and taking that their first loss, Myriad Smashbox and DMAC. So I'm going to quickly now have a look and see if we can quickly cover another match in this round. But do stick around, guys. And cheers for watching.